Hey guys, what is up? It is Tucker of Zeriction coming at you with another video. And not the last video, but the first video I made, you heard about a guy called, well, we didn't give him a name yet. So we're gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him Papyrus. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna call him Sans because he likes Sans. So Sans was talking to me and he was like, well, obviously I don't want my name online. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that. But the way he was talking about it is like step on dead puppies and then rape 20 girls level. Like, he was talking to me like a parent talks to their child why you shouldn't rape another child in preschool. So, that was where the conversation was headed. And I was like, oh dear God. And then in the conversation, I was just like letting him talk. He was just talking, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him get all of this out because he was just repeating himself. Just like, obviously, no one wants their actual name on internet, and then you put my online name up there and everything, and my last name. And it was one of my most disliked videos. I mentioned that to him, and then he was like, yeah, I know, but still, it's my name on the internet. And I was like, yeah, dude, I get that. But the way he was reacting to it was like, I was like fucking Cutie Pie or Leafy. And I just put his name on the big screen right in the middle of New York City for everyone to see. So like a rapist could find his house. The video itself only had 6 views, so that means 6 people now know his real name. Dear God, what will happen? And like, I didn't give his location. I didn't put his full name. I put his first name, and then he sent me a message, and then he was like, "Hey, can you change it?" By the way, I want to say this was 3 months after the video was made, and it still only had 6 views. And then he finally found it after 3 months, and then he sent me a message saying, "Hey, can you change it?" I'm like, and I will admit I was being an asshole to him, and I was like, "Fine, I'm gonna put Stone," like, being a complete douchebag. And so I put Stone, and I don't really care if he hears me talking about his like last name because it's like I could have called him fucking Rock for God's sake. And yeah, so I put Stone. Like, a lot of people have that last name. It's not like he's gonna be able to yell at me for that because no one's gonna like be like Stone and they're gonna be able to find him. So he pretty much bitched me out about that, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go change it. So then I put in his online name, and then he was like, then I swear to God, I think he was just on his phone doing the copy and paste thing because I got Tucker, what are you doing? And then that's when he said, I'll just flag your entire channel. He's like, and then he went to great detail about how he could, like, in America, how it's against the law to put someone's name on the internet if they don't want it. Number one, I don't live in America, so what are they going to do? I live in Canada. That's a different country's jurisdiction. So they really can't do anything, and then when I mentioned that to him, he's like, I still could have gone flagged your channel and then sued you for thousands of dollars. And then I literally wanted to tell him just to go fuck himself because by this point he was like saying like he could have done this to me, he could have done this to me, and I'm like, I'm not a popular channel. If you got my channel blocked or kicked off, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that channel. That channel was my fuck around channel. I just made videos just to fuck around on. But oh my God, like the level of how much he hated the fact that not even his first name, well, his first name and his last name were on there, not at the same time. No. And so I changed it. And so in a matter of 5 seconds, I think in his head he was like, he changed my name to my last name. That means that somebody that watched this video could watch this video again and then they'd see my last name. And I was like, oh my God, dude, you need to calm down. Okay, calm down. And then he said, no, fuck you. I'm angry now. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And he's like, I'm going to block you. And I'm like, okay, why? And then he just dropped that complete subject right away. Like, he was like, I'm going to block you. And then I would just kept on talking to him. And then he, like, completely forgot about it. And then he was a complete dick after that. Like, this isn't a nice guy. Like, he can be nice, but he's sometimes a dick. And I got him to admit that he is a dick. So, he was, like, Oh god, yeah, he was just like, yeah, I know I can be a dick sometimes. And then, like, before this entire conversation even started, he was like, yeah, I saw your video, it was really funny. I was like, oh, thanks, man. And then, when we were almost done the conversation, I said, did you actually find my video funny? And he's like, oh no, I found it really stupid, I was actually just trying to be nice to you. I'm like, dude, the fuck? You're rude, insulting to me. I put your name up there, out there, on a 6 view counter, and then you're just like, oh wow, yeah, your channel actually wasn't that funny. It wasn't. It was kind of boring. And I'm like, oh dear God, like people's opinions don't get to me, but like, oh my God, it was just so annoying. Seriously, I should go murder a bunch of puppies and then like go kill some guy, like some guy in his family, and then when he comes at me with like this bullshit anger, at least he'll have an actual reason to be this angry at me. Like, of course, I'm not actually going to do that. I'm not that type of freaking person. Love puppies. Hate humans, though. Um, but I was like, okay, whatever. Calm down. And so he finally calms down. And then we're just talking to each other. Everything's fine. And then the conversation started to slow down. And I was like, okay, we okay? And he's like, yeah, we're fine. And he's like, but don't put my name up there again. And I'm like, okay, fine, I won't put your name up there again. So that's why we're gonna call him Sans. Oh, Sandstone. Oops, sorry, I put his last name out there. Oh no, he might come at me. He might flag my channel. You know, because, you know, saying stone online isn't allowed. Like, if anyone watched that last video, which I really doubt anyone actually did, um, if you did, then you can just, like, watch it and just laugh your ass off. Because now you know his last name. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Search him up? This guy doesn't even put his face on Skype, okay? This is how, like he told me where he lived. I'm not gonna tell you where he lives, because go fuck yourselves. And then on Google Maps, I was just going through the houses, and then I was like, is this your address? And he's like, yeah. And then his fucking house is blurred. But, like, somebody by this point would probably be like, huh, is he trying to live off the grid or something? No, no. He's not trying to live off the grid. He's literally on a corner house in the middle of a residential area, like a very large residential area. Out of all the houses, his is blurred. Like, it's just like, oh, nice neighborhood and everything. Giant blur. Like, I get that's his parents. That's his parents. But, seriously, dude, like, no one's gonna come and try and find you or rape you. Because, number one, you have to be pretty to be raped. You're ugly. I haven't seen you, so I don't know what you look like. So I'm just going to go on what your friends say about your face. So you're fucking ugly. No one. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying I'm pretty either. I know I'm not going to be raped, but that's a good thing. But so, like, the moral of this story is that before you go and then you start getting triggered over like the littlest things, at least try to examine the situation before you go absolutely crazy. But that's the story for this week. Sorry if I was a little fast or if I skipped a few words, something like that. But still, if you liked the video, hit that like button and leave a comments in the comment section below. Oh, and from the last video, those comments are just his friends, and they're just a bunch of fucking dick suckers. So yeah. So if you know, just liked it and subscribe, and I'll make some more. I already am making more. I have like 10 other videos ready to go. I'm just gonna release them next week. I don't know what next week is gonna be, but hey, you know, whatever comes up. Okay, see you later.